I could tell I've improved in my strength throughout the course of the unit. Also, it shows the areas I lack to work. For example, if I didn't improve on my push-ups, I work on the chest for the next week. Or if my vertical is stagnant, I will work on my quads. The 10-minute running helps me to check how I'm doing in cardiovascular. For example, when I test during basketball season, it was less tiring, but after the season, it was harder for me to run because I wasn't running as much when it was in the basketball season, so it really keeps me on track. So during the upward phase of the curl, the agonist is the bicep and the antagonist is the tricep, and during the downward phase, the contraction is eccentric. The first exercise is called the toe touch, which involves the use of your core and the quads of your legs. The second exercise is called the wood chopper, in which you bring the medicine ball to a squat position and bring it up to your head. The last exercise is self-explanatory. It's called the medicine ball sit-up. First, grab a pair of dumbbells that you can comfortably handle. Now lean back on the bench and extend your arm towards the ceiling. Make a 90-degree angle with your body. Slowly lower the weight outwards as if you're drawing an arc in the air. And keep your elbows slightly bent and continue this motion. The first one is called a plank, in which you put your body straight and have your elbow making a 90-degree angle. The next one is called the ball roll-in, in which you roll your foot up to make a V shape with your body. The next one is called the V-sit hold, in which you put your body into a V shape and hold as long as you can. The first deltoid workout is called the lateral raise, in which you bring the dumbbell to a 180 degree with your shoulders. Without weights, you can do the deltoid extension, in which you just follow the motions I show you. For the bicep, you can get a dumbbell and sit down on a bench and rest your arm on your leg and really concentrate on your bicep. Work on the movement, go fast up and go slower on your down phase. Without weights, you can work on your bicep by doing the Chaturanga Dansa, which puts your hands near your chest and mimics a normal push-up. You can work on your tricep in the cable machine by using the rope grip. Without weights, you can make a diamond shape with your hands and put it near your chest and work on your tricep with a diamond push-up. For the latissimus dorsi, you can do the lat pull down. Without weights, you can just do a pull-up. For the gluteus maximus, use the Smith machine and go into a squat position. You really want to go low on this. Without weights, you can just do squats, and you don't want your knee to go over your foot. The first exercise uses the leg squat machine, where you put the front part of your foot on the end part of the platform so that you can work on your gastrocnemius. Without weights, you can use the jump rope to work on your gastrocnemius, and this can also help you improve your vertical. For the obliques, you interlock your fingers into the cable machine, and you face sideways, and you don't bend your arms, and you go right to left. Without weights, you can do the side crunches. For the quadriceps, you can use the leg press machine. Without weights, you can alternate your foot on a flat bench and jump, which also uses your quadriceps and your gastrocnemius. For the trapezius, you can do the dumbbell shrug. Without weights, you can do the same thing without the dumbbells. Rest is really important, but resting too much between your workouts can ruin your physical fitness over time. And if you don't work out consistently, your body will lose the gains that it has made. To overcome reversibility, you need to go back to the gym and start back slowly without trying to hit the maximum weights, and you have to have active rest, which means you have to do light sports. The first exercise is the double kettlebell front squat, and you want the kettlebell to be in shoulder height, and you want to push your hip. The next exercise is called the dumbbell lunges, and you want to put the dumbbells underneath your thighs and alternate your hands. The FITT principle stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type, and this can influence the principle of training overload in a weights program. For example, if I used to do 12 kilograms, my body will eventually adjust to 12 kilograms. So I have to change the frequency, which is how much I do, in overload. If I used to do 12 kilograms, 6 reps, then I would have to change it to a 10 rep. For intensity, I would just have to change the weight because my bicep has gotten used to the 12 kilograms, and I will increase to 13 kilograms. For time, if I used to do a 45-minute workout, I would change to a heavier weight and do a 1-hour workout. For type, if I only do a certain part of my bicep, I will try it by doing concentration curls. Then I will change the type by doing a hammer curl, which would change the areas I work on my bicep. If an athlete is interested in becoming stronger, they would have to do a minimum of 6 repetitions or 8 of maximum repetitions in their workout. If they can exceed maximum numbers regularly, they would have to change the weight because they have gotten used to it. And for the fastness of the repetition, it must be done for the agonist, normal speed, and for the antagonist, you should go slow. You choose the correct weight, usually by finding a weight that you can do 8 reps with it. Throughout the time in personal conditioning, I learned a lot that if you work on something, you will get better in it. And although it sounds really obvious, if you really continuously go on to work on something, even if by pushing yourself harder, you really improve in those areas. And the areas you improve also carry out to other stuff, such as sports. For example, I didn't even have any range before the season, but after I worked out with my workout partner in personal conditioning with Chris Kim, during the season I was able to shoot with better range. I was able to run faster, and I had a higher vertical, and it really showed off during the APAC when it was after I started personal conditioning for like 2 months. 2 months, and I could really shoot beyond my range, and I was pretty surprised by that because I didn't really expect that much result out of this. And some aspects that I'll change about my approach towards conditioning myself would be changing my programs more consistently, because I think during my personal conditioning I didn't change my workout plan a lot, but from now on I'll try to more balance out the stuff I work on, such as doing more of my quads, doing more of my lats, because I've been doing too much of bicep and tricep, and also to go to the fitness center after school to really work on other areas too.